this is an interesting one that popped up today. Apparently, people out there are selling Baby Yoda merch illegally, right? And there's a Disney dropped the ball. I just want to start off by saying Disney dropped the ball when it came to Baby Yoda merch and The Mandalorian. I know that they did it in order to protect the integrity of the Baby Yoda review and to make sure that no one knew what it was and that it was a shock. And that did ultimately pay off. People were shocked, and Baby Yoda, for about 2 months now, has been an ongoing meme and one that won't seem to go away. So when I talk about like them screwing up, it's the fact that they still didn't have it ready by Christmas, which is the stupidest thing out there. They should have been like, okay, November 12th, the show premieres. By Black Friday, we're going to be pumping the store full of Baby Yoda merch, or at least by Christmas or something. But they probably didn't want to risk the designs getting out there and everything leaking, which is what tends to happen in these situations. So there's that. But anyway, Disney is now trying to stop some Etsy shops from selling Baby Yoda items. And this is where we're going to get into a weird place of licensing, because there's so much that happens on Etsy that is such a copyright violation. It's pretty funny to me. So it says here, a new report says that Disney is now targeting popular Etsy shops and sending takedown notices for Baby Yoda related items. A reporter at The Verge spoke with several people who sell items through Etsy, the independent online store famous for its vintage or handmade products, and learned that Disney has been sending takedown notices, which have been subsequently removed these sellers' listings for popular Baby Yoda related items like plushies, dolls, and dice bags. Removing the listing has caused practical headaches for sellers and buyers, with shipments being delayed as they've tried to reconcile orders in Etsy's system between new and old listings. Many of the listings that were removed were very popular, with one having more than 2,000 views and another one earning more than 100 to 200 views per day. I don't know if that's big for Etsy. I'm assuming that is, but think about this. People out there saw that there was a black market for Baby Yoda merch, right? There's a black market for like literally anything. But they saw that there was this hole. There was this big hole, and they wanted to fill it. So they started filling it. And you were seeing reports pop up, people buying Baby Yoda shirts. I've seen a bunch of Baby Yoda shirts that I don't think are officially licensed. I've seen a whole bunch of other Baby Yoda things floating around. People are making their own. My stepmom does, I think it's like needlepoint or crochet, whatever. I think it's crochet. I'm going to ask her if she can make me a Baby Yoda, a little plushie. Right? Like, I think that's gonna be pretty dope. And it's like, but that's not a violation, but people who are trying to sell this stuff, that's where we get into the violation. Now, sellers have drawn the ire of the Mouse House for using words like Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Yoda in their product descriptions, words that are all copyrighted by the Walt Disney Company. It's easy to understand why the mega corporation wouldn't be thrilled with other people making money off of Disney's intellectual property. They have every legal right to issue these takedown notices, but also, like, come on, Disney, you're doing just fine. Give these indie sellers a bit of a break. Part of me wonders if they're just going to do this to avoid setting a potentially bad precedent, or if they are genuinely worried about independent sellers taking possible business away from their already overflowing coffers. Well, here's the deal with that. The thing is, Disney has to do it. What people don't realize about trademark law, all right, this is the if you don't use it, you lose it scenario. So they have to issue these notices. They have to protect their copyright, because if they don't, then they also run the risk of being challenged when they go to renew the copyright or renew the trademark and have it be taken away from them. They legally have to do this kind of stuff. Now, there's also the potential taking money out of their pockets, which is, again, that's a real thing. But they screwed up by not putting the merch out there. They screwed up by not doing this right off the bat. That's on them. And so going after the Etsy people just seems kind of dumb. But they have to do it. They have to. Now, it says here, not every Baby Yoda item has been removed from Etsy. The Verge points out that there are still thousands of listings on the site that blatantly sell Baby Yoda and Mandalorian merch. So if you don't have the patience or the interest in waiting on official merch to hit shelves, it appears that it's your best course of action to place an order now before these shops get taken down. Well, yeah. But the thing is, I don't feel bad for the shops getting taken down. They know that they're violating copyright. They know that they're violating copyright in many ways. They know this, but they don't care because they can make a couple $100 or whatever right off the bat. They get maybe a takedown notice, but Disney's not going to pursue it in court because it's not worth it for them to pursue it legally in court, but they're going to maybe lose out on a little bit of something and come back around. And it is just the way the world works on that front. it just is kind of, it sucks to be in that position, like in my position, to be a commentator. Because I'm like, I understand the legality of the situation. I understand why Disney's doing what it's doing, but at the same time, I'm like, why, is it that big of a deal? Like, is it like, but again, it's that, is that if they don't do it, it's going to hurt them later on. So they just have to. And I wish people would stop selling unlicensed stuff. Now I can't say I've never bought anything like that, because I have. I found some dubious listings on eBay that I've purchased before, or the knockoff concert T-shirts that are like a solid $15 cheaper than buying the officially licensed stuff that once you get inside the concert hall. So I mean, I've done all that. I'm not innocent. I'm not innocent, but at the same time, it's kind of like I'm not the one selling it. If I was the one selling it, I think I'd realize that I'm breaking the law. But these people, they don't care. They know what they can get away with, and they're hoping they can sell more Baby Yoda merch, I think. But now Disney has no choice but to really fill the stores with Baby Yoda merch, which I think is something that a lot of people have just been absolutely waiting for.